We're here at a pollen gym in Edison, New Jersey, and I want to introduce myself to you guys. I'm Dave Palumbo. I've been here before. I'm back again. Obviously, I must have made an impression the first time I was here. And we're about to start my seminar. And any of you guys who've been at my seminars before will know that I really like to kind of gear them according to what your interests are. Some of you have heard me speak before, so I don't like to be too repetitive. So I like to get some input of what you guys really are interested in knowing about, learning more about. I am going to discuss a little bit today about toxicity issues in working out, because I think a lot of people take that for granted. The fact that our bodies can only process foods and build muscle and burn fat as efficiently as the body is able to detoxify itself. Now, what does that statement mean exactly? Well, what it means is that if you have too much waste being produced in the body, and the body cannot get rid of that waste, it clutters the protein-building, fat-burning machinery down. The analogy a lot of times I've given, and this seems to hit home, is if you have a fish tank at home, okay, specifically when you were growing up, have you ever had one of those goldfish bowls? You know, when you went to the carnival and you won the free goldfish and you put it in a bowl and you would put some fish flakes in there every morning. And after about a week or two, you'd notice that if you came up to the bowl, it had a weird smell. And that smell was the toxic, you know, the waste products from the fish being excreted into the water, plus the decay of some of the food that was in there. And you realized that if you didn't change the water in the bowl, goldfish bowl, what was going to happen eventually was the fish was going to die. Sometimes you might even have waited until the fish was swimming upside down. Well, the body, the human body, is like all the cells in our body are like little goldfish bowls. And if these cells are not cleaned out, what happens is the machinery inside the cells don't work properly. The immune system in our body doesn't work properly, okay? The immune system starts to overreact to these waste products and creates a lot of inflammation in the body, all over the place. That's not good. Usually that leads to skin irritations, acid reflux diseases, all kinds of different things that don't make you feel good. Okay, when your body is trying to combat and get rid of waste, okay, it can't worry about adding new muscle, and it can't worry about burning fat. That becomes a low priority. So if you want your body to operate efficiently, okay, it's very important that you not only take in the right nutrients, okay, in the way of foods. When we talk about foods, we talk about macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. And it's not only important that you take in the right micronutrients in the way of minerals and vitamins and supplements, okay, but it's also important, okay, that we get rid of the waste products that are produced from the metabolism of this stuff. And, you know, I was always worried. I always wanted to get to 300 pounds when I was a bodybuilder. That was always my goal. And I eventually did, and I went over 300 pounds. I was up to, I think, as high as 319 pounds at one point. And I never really worried about toxic waste in my body or detoxifying the body. The goal, and probably a lot of you guys here can relate to this, was always stuff as much food into your body as possible, train as hard as you can, sleep as much as you can, so that you can recover from the workouts. And it worked, but I noticed, looking back retrospectively, I had a lot of side effects that I didn't really know about. My skin was always really bad. I was always combating acne problems, to the point where before a show I would take antibiotics usually for 2 weeks before, so my skin would clear up. But I never really got at the root of why that was happening, you know. Once again, the skin is the biggest excretory organ in the body. So the body likes to get rid of waste through the skin. So if you find that you break out a lot, or even if you have irritations, if you have eczema, psoriasis, anything like that that's an irritation of your skin, it probably means that you have a lot of waste toxins in your body that your body's trying to get rid of. And the skin is a very easy place for the body to get rid of it. Now, if you don't have good skin or good pores, a lot of times your body will try to dump waste into your intestinal tract. And when there's a lot of acid waste being dumped into your intestinal tract, a lot of times what you'll notice is you'll get acid reflux. If you have a lot of acid reflux all the time, you're always getting indigestion, that could be a sign of over-acidification of your body. Some people, actually, usually this happens in women, the women store the toxins or the acid waste in their fat cells. So, you know, as I was driving through Staten Island, I saw a couple of, you know, landfills, and that's essentially what happens in your body. Your body becomes a landfill. And these fat cells become storage depots for these wastes. And guess what happens? You try to burn this fat now, and your body's not going to want to get rid of it because it doesn't know what to do with all the toxins you have in your body. Okay? So we have to have a strategy not only to put muscle on, to eat the right nutrients, but also to get rid of the waste products that are being produced from protein digestion, from lactic acid buildup, from working out with weights. Stress. Stress is one of the biggest causes of acidic buildup in the body, or acid waste buildup. Now, how do we get rid of these toxins? Okay? Number one, drink a lot of water. Okay, you've always heard that. Everyone tells you, drink a lot of water when you eat a lot of protein. But the kind of water you drink becomes as important sometimes as how much water you drink. Okay? If you ever took if any of you went to a store and bought a little pH kit, okay, you can get these things. You could test the pH of your pool. Okay, they sell them all over the place now. What the pH of your body is, or the pH in general, is it measures how much acidity and how much alkalinity in the body. The higher the pH, the more alkaline your body is, which is a healthy state to be in. The lower your pH, the more acidic your body is. Okay, the more acidic you are, obviously, the less efficiently your body will function. Okay, if you test the pH of tap water, okay, that has chlorine and fluorine in there, and fluoride in there, you'll notice it's very low, which means it's very acidic. Okay, I was shocked to find that the Poland Spring water filter in my house, not water filter, the water jug I have in my house, when I tested that water, it came out very acidic too. So if you're drinking water that's already acidic, okay, you're adding to the acidity problem in your body. So here you are thinking you're flushing your body with pure water, pure bottled water, and you're actually making the situation worse in some instances. So what I recommend people do is that they try to get a source of water that's alkaline in nature. Now, probably, if you've noticed, if any of you are big bottled water drinkers, there's a lot of new bottled waters that are on the market now that will market their marketing strategies that it's alkalinized water. Fiji is a natural source of alkalinized water. It's not very high in alkalinity, but it is higher than anything else that naturally occurs out there. Now, there's some waters that have been being produced now where they're actually making the water alkaline. They're a little more expensive, but if you start drinking a bottle or 2 or 3 of these a day, you will notice a difference. My good friend Jack Titoni has a product called Hydrolyzed Ultra Water, which is an alkalinized water. I have a water filter in my house that I connect my sink to, and I've been using it for probably the last 6 or 7 years. And I alkalinize the water. I fill up a pitcher, and that's the water I use all day long. The truth is, you don't really need to drink alkalinized water when you're eating a protein meal, because when you eat protein, your stomach releases acids. Okay, so that's kind of killing the reason. It's not really helping the situation. But during the middle of the day, when you're